All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our artificial intelligence course, and we did start our learning module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, just to give you a quick recap, we're going to read the instructions or the intro to learning. This is where we take a look at machine learning or learning more generally and looking at how, when we have access to data, our computers can be programmed to be quite intelligent by learning from data and learning from experience, being able to perform a task better and better based on the greater access to data. One of the most popular ideas behind machine learning is the concept of supervised learning. Supervised learning is a particular type of task that refers to a task that we give to a data set, where that data set consists of input output pairs. And what we would like the computer to do is we would like our AI to be able to figure out some function that maps inputs to outputs. Now, this is the definition of supervised learning here. So we have a whole bunch of data that generally consists of some kind of inputs, some evidence and information the computer will have access to. And what we would like the computer to do is, based on the input information, is predict what some output is going to be. And we'll give it some data from the computer to train this model on and begin to understand how it is this information works and how it is the inputs and outputs relate to each other. But ultimately, we hope that our computer will be able to figure out some function that, given those inputs, is able to get those outputs. Now, there are a couple of different tasks within supervised learning, but the one we'll focus on and start with is known as classification. Classification is supervised learning task of learning a function, mapping an input point to a discrete category. Now, it's just going to go more in detail into the definition. Let's move down to something else that we have went over for the day. So, what might that data look like? We can structure the data in a table like this, where for any particular day, going back, we have information about the day's humidity, the day's air pressure, and importantly, we have a label, something where we, the human, has said on this particular day it was raining or it was not raining. Now, this is the graph we had to do. Again, we had to do this from scratch. If you know VS Code, you know it doesn't come with graphing material, so you know we had to build this from scratch. So we have our dates, January 1st to January 5th. These are the humidity levels for that day. This is the air pressure for that particular day, and this is the label for that particular day, labeling if it rained or not raining, depending on those circumstances for the day. Now, what makes this what we call a supervised learning exercise is that a human, us, has gone in and labeled each of these data points. And what we would like the computer to be able to do is to figure out, given these inputs, what label should be associated with that day. Now, that was just the start of our learning module. Again, we did take a few more notes and we did do a lot in between, but we're not going to go over that right now. I will definitely keep you guys posted as usual. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.